This video is part of a series developed by WorkSafe Western Australia. In these videos, we look at the importance of health and safety representatives and how an HSR is the key to communicating health and safety ideas and concerns between persons conducting a business or undertaking, also known as PCBUs, and workers. When everyone works together in sharing ideas and concerns, great things can happen, such as improving work conditions, finding better ways to perform tasks, and keeping people healthy and safe. After all, we want everyone to go home safe from work.
Morning, Clint.
Hey, Will.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, good, mate. Took the van up to Lancelin, caught some craze. Where were you last week?
5-day HSR course.
Oh, yeah? How was it?
It was good, actually, yeah. Lots of practical advice on the hierarchy of control, some good tips on consultation. Are you right?
Nah, I've rolled me bloomin' ankle.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'll fetch you a nice pack and a bandage. How did this happen?
Oh, it's that slippery floor near the sink in the kitchen. Like I didn't whack me head on the bench.
It's still leaking in there? I sent a request to get that fixed before I went away on the course.
Well, request harder, mate. Sick of having to navigate a minefield just to grab a coffee.
A couple weeks ago, Trent and Mel both told me they slipped in there and had near misses, and now you've injured yourself. I'll talk with Kim and see where it's at with the repairs. Make sure you submit an incident report, Clint.
Right. More paperwork. That's what I need.
Seriously, we need to document this. I'll be back.
Cheers, mate.
Young William.
Good morning, Kim.
Welcome back. Must be nice to be back on the tools after a week at nanny school.
It's good to offer a better perspective on safety in the warehouse, yeah, for sure.
And how's the delivery schedule this morning?
Excellent. The new forklift is already reducing some of the manual handling hazards.
And speeding things up?
Yes, I've reminded the dispatch manager to check all operators for the high-risk work licence before operating the vehicle and to make sure daily startups are done.
Rightio. Anything else?
I emailed you a couple of weeks back before I went on the course about a slip hazard in the kitchen. There's been a few near misses and our cleaner's actually rolled his ankle.
It's all sorted, champ. Look, I spoke to Hayley and I've organised a mop and bucket to be put in there. So if it gets too wet, you guys can just mop it up. Easy as.
Okay, I'm just not sure we can expect the operators to use a mop and bucket every time, especially with the time pressures they're under. They may not even see the water on the floor.
Well, there's not much else I can do.
But whatever's causing the leak needs to be fixed.
Oh, come on, Will. It's not like I have funds set aside for major renos.
It's probably just a simple plumbing issue.
Look, if people are freaked out by a little puddle, they can move their feet and use the kitchen in the admin building.
That's like 400 metres away. If everybody makes that trek a couple times a day, we'll be way behind schedule.
And then learn to mop fast.
All right. I'll pass that on.
Ciao.
I've already spoken to Kim twice about the wet floor in the kitchen. There's a constant leak in the pipe somewhere. The floor's slippery when wet. And this morning, Clint bunged his ankle and was off tools for an hour. I really think something needs to be done immediately. What do you reckon?
Well, I use the other kitchen in admin, so I haven't seen the situation myself. But if it's as bad as what you say, Will, you're going to have to push management a little harder.
Oh, I can't keep nagging my supervisor, Romina. I'll be out of a job.
Well, have you thought about writing a PIN?
Provisional improvement notice? I learned about that on the course. That's a legal thing?
Yeah, and this situation meets all the criteria to write one. First off, it's a repeat hazard, yeah? People are at risk. Secondly, it's not going to remedy itself. The hazard will continue until it's addressed. And thirdly, it's the company's duty to keep workers safe. It's their responsibility.
I guess, but filing a PIN seems like a really big move.
Yeah, it's not fun. I've submitted like 3 in my time as the HSR for the store's work group, and I still get a bit nervous. But I can help you with the wording on the form. There's a template on the WorkSafe website, and if you get stuck, you can always call WorkSafe, speak to one of their inspectors. They'll guide you through the process.
I'll have to find out which section of the Act or regulations are being breached.
I can help with that.
I've downloaded this PIN template, as well as Managing the Working Environment and Facilities Code of Practice, which explains requirements regarding kitchens.
Cool. So, just to double check, you are the health and safety representative for the dispatch work group, and you've completed the approved HSR training course.
Correct.
All right, and you've definitely spoken to your supervisor about the hazard.
Yes, I've emailed Kim and spoken to her personally. She thinks that the slippery floor in the kitchen isn't a safety issue. She wants the workers to deal with it themselves using a mop and bucket.
Oh, that's not going to cut it.
And it's not like it's a one-off either. It's an ongoing issue leading to slips, trips and fall hazards. And it's only going to get worse without adequate maintenance.
Okay, all right. So, the PCBU, or person conducting a business or undertaking, has a duty to keep their workers safe. All right? So, we need to establish that this slippery floor issue is a breach of the legislation. So, surely there is something in the Work Health and Safety Act or regulations about ensuring facilities are kept clean and free from hazards. All right, here we go. Under Section 19, Part 1, a person conducting a business or undertaking must ensure, so far as reasonably practicable, the health and safety of workers.
I mean, that's fairly broad. Is there anything more specific in the regulations?
Stand by. Under Regulation 41, Part 2, it says the person conducting a business or undertaking at a workplace must ensure, so far as reasonably practicable, that the facilities provided are maintained so as to be A, in good working order, and B, clean, safe, and accessible. So I think you're good. The reg is quite clear. All workers are entitled to adequate, well-maintained facilities as far as reasonably practicable, and that includes eating facilities. Just make sure you're addressing both points A and B.
I'll put in as much info as I can.
Oh, and don't forget where it says name of duty holder, you write the legal entity. So that's the name registered with the government, not the name on the sign outside the building.
Jeez, where do I find that out?
Well, last time I wrote a PIN, I found it on my payslip. But you can use the ABN lookup online. You just enter in the business name and it will bring up the entity name.
No way. Wow, this is really coming together.
Hope management take it seriously.
Well, thanks for your help, Romina. I'm going to fill this in before I talk myself out of it.
You got this, Will.
After our conversation this morning, I couldn't leave things how they are. Given the kitchen leak and the slippery flooring, which is only degrading further, it's only a matter of time before there's a serious incident as a result of the leak. I've discussed it with my work group and I've written up a provisional improvement notice.
Okay, I mean, why didn't you just come and talk to me about this?
I did that this morning and in writing 2 weeks ago. There wasn't a resolution.
Well, management's made it quite clear we don't have the funds to mitigate this problem.
With all due respect, it's not about money. It's a safety issue. And by not addressing it, you're putting the workers at risk of injury. It's your duty to ensure their safety, and right now, you're not doing that.
Well, this is just a real kick in the guts, mate, to be honest. I mean, I went out of my way to organise a mop and bucket for you lot.
But that doesn't address the root cause. The plumbing and drainage infrastructure need to be rectified within 14 days. If management doesn't agree with the PIN, they can ask WorkSafe for a review. But this is an opportunity to set a precedent for how the company deals with hazards. Ultimately, it's about taking care of our people.
All right, I'll take it upstairs. But don't expect it to be an easy sell.
Thanks for following up.
So I've spoken with management and they're not happy with the situation. They've even spoken with the legal team. Apparently, the provisional improvement notice that you wrote is a legal document. You've put us in a very difficult position. Thankfully, the accounts department was on the ball and have some contingency funds available for situations like this after all.
Do you want to procure quotes from some plumbers?
No need. We have a regular supplier and I've booked him in for Monday.
That's great.
In the meantime, I've organised some anti-slip mats to be installed in the kitchen. And I've put your pin up on the staff notice board.
Thanks, Kim.
Good job, Will. I'm glad you kept up the pressure and that nobody got seriously hurt in the interim. Oh, it would have cost us a lot of dough if someone had taken a tumble and needed time off, or compo.
Just doing my job.